Hey, my rockin' Cardinals, and good Friday morning. I hope you are ready for reading. Miss Sankian's very excited this morning. We have so many fun activities and so much learning to do together today. Let's go over our learning targets. Good, I want you to echo your targets after me. I can segment words. That's right. That means you're going to listen and say all the sounds you hear in a word in the order that you hear them. It's really important that you can hear sounds because when you can hear those sounds, it helps you become such good writers. Our next target is I can read tricky words. And our last target is I can answer and ask questions about a story. So we're going to start our warm-up by segmenting. Remember that you're segmenting words that have two syllables, two parts. So you're going to start by tapping your pointer finger to your thumb. And when you get to your second syllable, you're going to start over by tapping that thumb. Let's try our first word together. Answer. Back to your thumb. Answer. Very good. That word had 4 sounds. Next word, carpet. K-R-P-E-T. Carpet. Yes, that word had 5 sounds. 2 sounds in our first syllable and 3 sounds in our second syllable. 5 in all. We're going to move on to the next of our words, and here we go. Cardboard. K-R-D-B-O-A-R-D. Cardboard. Feeling. F-E-O-I-N-G. Feeling. Make sure you break up that ing into I and ng. That's tricky. Next one, building. B-I-O-D-I-N-G. Building. Freezer. F-R-E-Z-E-R. Freezer. Yes, that word has a blend or a cluster at the beginning. Make sure that Miss Nakian hears 2 sounds in fr that should be broken up into f-er, both sounds. Next word, barefoot. B-A-R-F-O-O-T. Barefoot. Ooh, our next word has another blend, another cluster. Greeting. G-R-E-T-I-N-G. Greeting. Good job making both of those sounds in your cluster. Children. Ch-I-O-D-R-E-N. Children. And here's our last word together. Worksheet. W-R-K-S-H-E-E-T. Worksheet. Great job segmenting and hearing all of your sounds today in your 2-syllable words. We're going to go ahead and we're going to echo our vowel sounds. Here we go, and echo me. I, E, A, A. Now we're going to echo our consonants. Here we go. K, J, R, D, F, O, G, B, K, N, P, M, X, V, Y, S, T, W, Z, E. Yes, that was our new sound that we learned this week. E. Now we have some tricky words. Oh, yes, I'm so excited to show you our new tricky words. Behind these stars, we have two new tricky words. Let's move our first star. Touch your nose if you could read the word. Let's see what it is. Touch your nose if you know it. Yes, you might know this tricky word. If you try to sound this word out, you might say b-eh. But that word does not make those sounds. When we say this tricky word and we read it, we pronounce it b-e, B, as in be nice. Let's move to our next tricky word. Oh, touch your nose. You might know this word. Yes, me. Again, if you try to blend the sounds in this word, you might say eh, but that is not the way this word is pronounced. It's e, me. Yes, that is the word me. So, if you notice, the word be and me both have that e sound at the end, just like our tricky words he, she, and we. That's right, they all rhyme because they have that e sound at the end. We're going to be using these tricky words later and reviewing them. Today, ooh, look at this. We have a story. Yes, it is The Bees out of our Scott reader today. Before we read our story, The Bees, we are going to be looking at and going over some words that have our E double E sound. I want you to look at your words on your chart that you're going to see in your story. And that's right, all of these words are going to have our E, our double E. Let's read them together. Lee, bees, ooh, cheek, feet, sheep, and sweet. Yes, today we're going to read a story about bees. I want you to pay special attention to the story. So when we get to the end, you can tell Miss Nakan what happens with the bees. Awesome. Let's get ready to read together. The bees. The red ants left. But then the bees got Lee. The bees stung Lee on his cheek and on his feet. Scott ran up to help Lee. Then he went and had a chat with the bees. Oh no. Look at this illustration. It's showing you the bees. And look at that. It's showing you, just like the words in our story said, the bees stung Lee on his cheek and feet. I definitely see them right here on Lee's leg. Poor Lee. Bees, said Scott. Why sting Lee the sheep? He is a sweet sheep. One bee said, bees will be bees. One bee said, I must be me. Then Scott got mad. He said, sting the pig, sting the hens, sting the cat, sting the dog, but let Lee be. And the bees let Lee be. Oh, look at Scott. He is not very happy. Yes, I can look at his face in this illustration and see that he is mad. We have some questions that we're going to be talking about together today about our story. Let's look at our first question. What do the bees do? Good, I'm going to give you some think time. You can whisper your answer in your hand. Good. That's right. The bees sting Lee. Okay, let's go to our next question. Where do the bees sting Lee? Think time. Whisper your answer in your hand. That's right. The bees sting Lee on his cheek and on his legs. Ooh, look at this. What do you think the phrase buzz off means? What do you think that means to buzz off? That's right. That's another way of saying leave or please go away. What other animals does Scott suggest that the bees sting? Good. Whisper it in your hand. Yes, he said, sting the pigs. He said, sting the hens. Sting the cat, sting the dog. But he does not want them to sting Lee. Let's read number 5. This is going to take us some really good thinking. Is this story real? Could it really happen? And how do you know? Okay, so think about if it could really happen, but then you need to be able to explain your thinking to Miss Nakan today. All right, is your thinking ready? Good, whisper it in your hand. And have your why. Very good. Miss Nakan is going to say that I think this story could really happen. Because there are bees and there are sheep. These are real farm animals. I know that bees can sting people, and I know that bees can definitely sting other animals. Now I'm going to challenge you to think of an I wonder. What do you wonder? I'm going to give you some think time to maybe come up with your own question you'd like to ask. Good, let's go back into our story. So here's Miss Nakan's I wonder question. I wonder if those bees really did leave Lee and if they went and stung another farm animal. Yes, I can't wait to hear your thinking and hear your I wonder questions. You did such a great job in reading today, segmenting and reading your tricky words and being able to answer and ask questions about a story we read together. I will see you on Monday for a new week of learning. I hope you have a great weekend, and Miss Nakan will see you soon. Miss you. Goodbye.